Hi, I'm Alex. Thanks for having me on this show. At the very bottom of my list, I got Holger Rune, followed by Alexander Zverev, who lost 14 of his last 60 matches against top 10 players. And at sixth place, I have Stefanos Tsitsipas, sadly, because I feel like he's one of the best players of this field, actually on indoor hard court. He got a huge serve. I just like his overall package with the great net play and his mental strength, but this is just based on recent events and results. So yeah, I had to place him here. Then at fifth position, I got actually Carlos Alcaraz, and I know people will torch me for that, but his match against Safilin just hasn't been great. His second serve is just not really good for indoor hardcourt. I'm looking forward to him at this event. I think he's going to be better, obviously, than in his recent match against Safilin, but hi, I'm Alex. Thanks for having me on this show. At the very bottom of my list, I got Holger Rune, followed by Alexander Zverev, who lost 14 of his last 60 matches against top 10 players. And at sixth place, I have Stefanos Tsitsipas, sadly, because I feel like he's one of the best players of this field, actually on indoor hard court. He got a huge serve. I just like his overall package with the great net play and his mental strength, but this is just based on recent events and results. So yeah, I had to place him here. Then at fifth position, I got actually Carlos Alcaraz, and I know people will torch me for that, but his match against Safilin just hasn't been great. His second serve is just not really good for indoor hardcourt. I'm looking forward to him at this event. I think he's going to be better, obviously, than in his recent match against Safilin, but I couldn't rate him higher. And at fourth, I have Andrei Rublev, always solid on indoor hardcourt. Then, bronze medaille, as we would say in German, I have Daniil Medvedev. I'm really looking forward to his 100th match against Alexander Zverev. No, I'm actually not. On second place, I have Jannik Sinner, whom I really like to watch on indoor hardcourt. I'm really looking forward to his match against Novak Djokovic, whom I actually got on first place. Who would have thought? Not me.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. There was some Australian Open.
Ready? Play.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know where are you tuning from. We are here live for the live commentary of this round-robin match at the ATP finals between Carlos Alcaraz and Daniil Medvedev. So a really good match, at least on paper, since we have 2 out of the best 3 players in the world. And yeah, we remind that yesterday the green group has ended, the ATP finals. Sinner beating Rune has helped Djokovic qualifying too. So Sinner won the group and Djokovic qualified at the 2nd place. And in this red group, we have the following scenarios, because Medvedev is already qualified, even if already not certain if at 1st or 2nd place. At this point, given the situation of the other group, maybe it's not changing that much coming first or 2nd, since Sinner and Djokovic are the 2 opponents. And yeah, Alcaraz still hasn't qualified, but he has the destiny in his own hands, because with a win right now in this match, Alcaraz will join the other 3 players in the semifinals and will make basically the match of the evening between Zverev and Rublev a dead rubber. Zverev can also qualify, but first of all, he will need Medvedev to win this match against Alcaraz. If that happens, with a win tonight, Zverev will be able to qualify to the semifinals. So it's going to be very, very interesting, of course. Let's see, the head-to-head is 2-all. 2 wins for Medvedev and 2 wins for Alcaraz. They have already met 3 times this year, with Alcaraz winning twice at Indian Wells and Wimbledon, in 2, let's say, lopsided matches also. But Medvedev has had, we can say, a kind of a sweet revenge at the US Open, because in the semifinals, so even in a very important round, he has won in 4 sets, and then finished the tournament as the runner-up against Djokovic in the final. Players are starting. Medvedev will serve first. Will start serving this match. So the only thing we can do right now is enjoy. It's going to be interesting to see how the speed of the court, which is the quickest of the year, will play out in this matchup, which has played, for example, at a very slow court in Indian Wells, with Alcaraz seem to take advantage from that. And so let's see if this quick court can help Medvedev, or maybe not. Yeah, Alcaraz was complaining about the speed, but I have to say that I can quite say that he's right, because he was not complaining about the speed in general. Simply the fact that this court was very quick, but he was also complaining the fact that there were not, let's say, some useful warm-up events during the year with a speed of the court which is quite similar to this one. This year we've seen most of the hard courts was quite slow. Even the Paris Masters was not as quick as this one. And so probably we can also say that he's a bit right, because it's of course a difficulty for the players coming here and having to adapt to a court which they haven't really played during the year in any tournament. game points here. That's the first long rally of the match. Alcaraz misses the forehand, and so after dropping the first point with a double fault, Medvedev had no issues in holding in the first game. So let's say that despite the double fault, Medvedev hit a couple of winners, seemed to already finding quite a bit his shots, and let's say if Alcaraz will do it also now. Yeah, here they are showing that Medvedev is returning at an average of 4 meters behind the baseline at this tournament, and he was really happy about the how big is the out in this tournament. Yeah, he said that in the press conference. He said that he was also joking a little bit with Sinner when they practice together. We know that he really likes to be able to have a lot of space to return. And so yeah, he also admitted that he's really happy to be able to do so in this tournament. That's a good forehand from Alcaraz, then closes with a very easy volley to win the first point of the game. Thirty love. Here we are watching Ferrero, Alcaraz coach, and exactly yesterday I have seen an interview that Sky Sport in Italy had with him, with Ferrero, and it was very interesting because he was highlighting about how much still Alcaraz can improve, especially from a mental side. Yeah, I actually agreed because there are still, despite his already super successful career, especially comparing to his age, there are still at times some moments in which he's maybe rushing a little bit or going going a little bit out mentally from one set, for example. After losing a very tight first set against Sinner in Beijing, then he went a little bit out in the second. So yeah, it was very interesting. I'm sure that on there are going to be a lot of articles also about that. Here, Medvedev has saved the game point with a volley winner. And a great serve. So Medvedev held at 215 and Alcaraz has just done the same. We have also Carlos Dead in the stands, and a lot of players were actually liking the fact that this tournament is held here in Torino, especially the ones who are used to train in Monte Carlo. and kind of live there especially during the season and the period in which they train, because Torino is actually just 3 hours in the car from Monte Carlo, so a lot of them are quite happy about this. A great drop shot, and so love 30. Alcaraz is trying to put pressure on Medvedev's serve. We are also reminding that the motivation is also a lot different, because while for Medvedev this match can, only change it if he's going to end this group at first or second place, Alcaraz has really the qualification on the line, the qualification to the semifinals. All, some good serving from Daniil. We have also Sinner's coaches. Sinner's coaching, watching this match. Four points in a row from love 30 down. Medvedev holds in this game, and so we are still on serve. Yeah, Alcaraz forehand, he is not, as you in the comments are saying, it's not really at the very best in this final part of the season. He's at times he's rushing it a little bit, made some mistakes here and there over the last matches. The forehand for him is, of course, very, very important, because he really lets him to. I think motivation might be the difference today. Well, it can. I'm sure Medvedev wants to. Despite who he may face in the semifinals, I still think that, given that this is going to set up as quite of an important rivalry nowadays in tennis, I'm really sure that Medvedev is going to be driven by this motivation. But I can also agree that if Kara wins, does he win the group? If he wants to be sure, he needs to win in straight sets. But of course, it also depends on Zverev, because the only combination which wouldn't let him win the group by winning this match would be him winning 2-1, 2 sets to 1, and Zverev winning 2 sets to love. That is going to be the only. So yeah, basically, because if Zverev wins, the head-to-head won't count if all the 3 Alcaraz, Medvedev, and Zverev closes the group with the 2-1 score as wins and losses. And so the set percentage will make the difference. Zverev would be out in any case if the 3 ends tied in number of wins, but there might be a difference between, of course, Alcaraz and Medvedev, since the Russian is entering this match with a perfect record: 4 sets played and 4 sets won. Here, there can be another tricky situation, since this time is actually Alcaraz being love 30 down. The rally is going long, backhand to backhand. And that's a very good forehand. A cross-court forehand winner from Alcaraz, letting him not having to save 3 straights breakpoint. Yeah, here are the scenarios. Yeah, before I told Zverev to love, it doesn't depend on Zverev's score. It's just this match, which is quite of depending of the sets, if one of them wins in straights or not, especially Alcaraz, of course, because with any kind of win, Medvedev is going to end up first in the group. But I repeat, I don't know how much of a difference it can it can do, because if you come first in this group, then you are facing Djokovic in the semifinals, which is of course very, very dangerous, given the fact that Djokovic barely loses any tennis match this year. If you come second, and then you have to face Sinner, which can be also dangerous, of course, because of his form, having won all of his round robin matches. Also, the crowd, which is all supporting him, and maybe can also help him overcome some issues in some moments of the match. It's either way very, very tricky. Serve and volley, but Alcaraz doesn't need to hit the volley. First breakpoint saved. There's a second one. Ace. So second breakpoint saved. So first game of the match that goes to deuce. Another good rally. Daniil trying to be more aggressive. Wow, both are moving the ball really, really well in this point, both with the forehand and with the backhand. A drop shot, another drop shot from Medvedev. Great shot from Alcaraz, and that has been really, really good rally. Yeah, you're right about the return. For sure, especially on the second serve. Especially in my opinion about how deep his return is going to be, because standing 4 meters behind the baseline, it's difficult to hit winners on the return, but still how deep you play can really let you then step on the court and try to be aggressive. At this point he played actually quite well. Both have done really well in my opinion. It's been a very good one. That serve is I haven't understood if he has challenged. No. So Yeah, that's just a good serve. So 2 games all. 2 break points saved in this match, in this game. Sorry, for Alcaraz. Both have already faced some kind of issues. Um, mm, that's a bad forehand mistake. He was trying to do something more to. Uh, yeah, it's difficult at times also to defeat and hit winners against Medvedev when he's being solid, like in these first few games. At times you may really want to do too much, but this return has been very good from Carlos. So 15 all. A good serve. And that is called out, this forehand. So 30 all. Every game now is very difficult to predict. Still no breaks, but it's the third game in a row in which the returner tries to do something. Alcaraz is challenging this serve that has been called in. It's in. It's in. So ace and 40-30. Yeah, that's right. I remember it was a match between Nadal and Ruud. It was actually a match that had no consequences of the qualification, because Nadal was already out and Rune had already won the group. Oh, he missed this backhand. That's a bad mistake. Medvedev helps. Yeah, I really remember that Rafa won that one. And it's actually pretty difficult for me to accept that was really his after that match he won only one, and then after the Australian Open he hasn't played anymore, even if we have the news that he will be back, fortunately. But yeah, since it's been a year, it's actually difficult for me to accept the fact that there's only been one win for him after that one. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's been a difficult moment, and then the injury, but yeah, really hoping that he can come back at, I don't know which level, but I hope at a good one. Even because we are watching a lot of late 30 men that are still going on, some winning more, some winning not that much, but all of them don't want to to give up, and I'm actually happy that even Rafa is not going to give up before coming back. Yeah, because we have also to underline how the top 10, the top 20 actually is pretty young, because even these finals, Medvedev who is 27, is the second oldest, the oldest guy beside Djokovic. I don't know why I have the feeling that this can be an important game. And love 15, actually, Alcaraz misses the forehand. Yeah, I was saying ace, but Medvedev touched the ball. The result is still the same, 15-all. Yeah, so far it's more or less the match I was to Nadal. Oh yeah, yes, he was started struggling. Then I remembered that there have been a game that for about an hour. And 15-30. Carlos is again in a bit of a trouble here. But fortunately for him, twice he has been serving from that side of the court in this game, and twice he got pretty big first serve. So 30-all. Yeah, even if in my opinion he's probably trying to not use that much of a rotation like he does, for example, on clay, probably to trying to adapt better to is quicker, and probably trying to hit with a little bit more of power can help you. But I agree. I think that even the rotation, the net clearance can help you at some times of the matches, even on this kind of courts. And that's out in this forehand. So from 15-30, 3 straight points for Alcaraz. This hasn't really been the game I was thinking, but good, because I'm actually here to watch a very, very tight battle. That's what I'm hoping, honestly. I like tight matches. Wow. Incredible. He has defended in an unbelievable way, Alcaraz here. Actually, yeah, probably the approach at the net was not that effective, but with the backhand, Medvedev did a really good job moving the ball, especially with that cross court, and great forehand from Alcaraz. And lot 30 now, a point which can make the difference. And 3 break points. Here we are. That great defense may really have boosted him for this game. The first break points for him this match. And a return winner. A return winner. He really played an unbelievable game. And he broke 4-3, first break of the match. And he's laughing. I love this attitude, honestly. he laughed. You know, he really seems having fun on the court, and I really like it. Yeah, really played an amazing game. I already took a coffee right before the match. Oh my god! Should I remember who he is? Should he be Damien? Yeah, yeah. I didn't remember. And I'm the classic Italian person that drinks quite a lot of coffee. So yeah, Alcaraz now goes to serve for the first time up in the score since he broke. 29 minutes, actually a quite entertaining first set so far. We've seen some good rallies, some good points, at times also some good serving. Yeah, January, the Australian Open. The Australian Open is one of the worst time zones for the Central European people. Unbelievable. Oh, that's poor volley. He tried a serve and volley, but the drop volley didn't work out as he was expecting. So love 15. Yeah, because he's down a break, but Medvedev actually had some chances to break himself. He had 2 break points. Has been 15-30 another time. Yeah, that's what he has to do, in my opinion. Trying to be even more aggressive, not only changing direction to his shots like he was doing great. Also, for example, in that point, Alcaraz hit that great passing shot, but here that's what he needs to do, kind of what he did at the US Open, being really aggressive with all his shots, even from the baseline. And second serve. A drop shot, and great. After the drop shot, he really handled very, very well that shot close to the net. Yeah, I usually kind of act like I am surprised, but I deeply know that he has a great quality with the hand, the touch he has on the ball. So I shouldn't really be that surprised. But this was quite a difficult one. a forehand winner, so 30 all from lot 30. He's playing very well the important points. Listening to Mario, probably the highlight of your week. But this would mean that it's bad for you. A good serve, 40-30, a chance to go up 5-3 in this first set. And the smash, it's not winner, but then Medvedev is not able to manage to properly hit that forehand. So another let's say clutch hold from we are waiting for him, honestly. So yeah, 5-3. This set has been, in my opinion, really close, because there have been quite a few opportunities for Medvedev to try to cause issues on Alcaraz serve, but Carlos has managed to play really well the important moments of this first set so far. This can also be pretty, let's say, important also ranking wise, because winning this one, Alcaraz will be sure to end the year as the world number 2. Otherwise, Medvedev can still have a chance to surpass him by winning the title. So it can be, a bit of a motivation also, because the it may affect also the Australian Open seeding. Yeah, leading the ace count, but probably not just the fact that he's leading the count, but that Medvedev only hit one ace. Probably this is the second, because he just hit an ace to hold, and now after the changeover, Alcaraz will serve for a set. So yeah, what I watched so far, surprising, no. I cannot say so. Yeah, this matchup right now seems close on a court of this speed, on a quick court like this. Even there's been a break. It's been so far a balanced first set. Then also, of course, we're going to to watch what's going to happen next. Yeah, the round robin matches, especially the last. I have to say that this site, it's, in my opinion, not 100% accurate. I prefer watching the stats of on Tennis TV, the one everyone has on the television. Usually, I found them more, because this one tends to to reduce a lot the number of the unforced errors. I have noticed that since the start of the year. I hope they're going to fix that, because it's the first year they are showing that winners and first errors count as but yeah, I still don't think that they are making that pretty accurate work with young first errors. Serve and volley, meanwhile, 15 love. Two points away from winning the first set. Third 15, let's see that if after, a series of not easy service games for Alcaraz, he can have it a little bit easier in this one. A good serve, and so we have 2 set points. Let's see if he's going to use the first one. And tried the serve and volley, but he had to be back on the bin, and this is good backhand, very good end of this set from Alcaraz, who wins 6-4 the first set against Medvedev, and is actually 1 set away from the ATP finals semifinals. Yeah, see you in 2 minutes.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win, 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 win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund. Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there for Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff, exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
We are back. The second set has already started. Medvedev is serving. Up 30-15. Yeah, basically now that Alcaraz has won the first set, we can say that, yeah, if he wins this one in straight sets, the semifinals will be already set. In that case, we will have Alcaraz against Djokovic and Medvedev against Sinner, which have been two of the most interesting matchups of the year so far. Let's see this point, because no, the defense is long from Alcaraz, so 40-30. Yeah, two very interesting matchups this year, because Medvedev and Sinner already played in 4 finals, winning twice each. Medvedev at the start of the year won in Rotterdam and Miami, and then in the last couple of months, Sinner beat him to win the titles in Beijing and Vienna. As for Alcaraz and Djokovic, well, we know that, the French Open clash, first of all, won by Djokovic in 4 sets. Alcaraz also started cramping, was a lot nervous. And then we had 2 classics, because the Wimbledon final, which has been an amazing match, also won by Alcaraz at the 5th set, in actually the only match out of 28 that Djokovic lost at a Grand Slam this year. And then the Cincinnati final, which has been another unbelievable match, a Masters final, which lasted almost 4 hours. So that will be already set in case of an Alcaraz straight sets win. Meanwhile, Medvedev held in the first game of the set, and Alcaraz started with a double fault. Sorry, one moment. I lost the connection at the stream. Okay, I'm back. If we say the 2 Alcaraz and Djokovic were the best match ever, what comes third? That's actually a difficult question. Third, well, probably a huge candidate would be the Miami semifinal between Alcaraz and Sinner. Probably can be a huge candidate for that third place you are talking about. And yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm thinking at that one, because also we know that really famous rally that Sinner won in the first set, which really went viral, probably the best point of the year. So yeah, probably in my opinion, that would be the third one in my personal ranking. Serve and volley, 30-all. Alcaraz trying to save himself. In this game, will be really, really important not to, give Medvedev back a lot of confidence after losing the first set. Great drop volley from Alcaraz, 40-30. So a chance to hold. He has to play that with a second serve, even if he challenged. I think it was out. And yeah, it was pretty much out. So second serve. But a very good one. Closes with a very easy volley and holds again from having been 15-30 down, which has happened a lot of times to him so far, but still he's done a great job in playing well the moments in which he was a little bit in danger. So yeah, I have to say that if we're going to have both Alcaraz and Medvedev in the semifinals, given the fact that Medvedev still is playing at very overall consistent level, played very well in the first two matches, and Alcaraz actually starting playing very well, in my opinion. Yeah, a bit of some mistakes here and there. When are Italy playing? Tonight, and tonight, and yeah, basically they have to make 4 points in the next two matches, regardless of how they do it. So yeah, given that this should be the the easier match of the two, yeah, basically they are forced to win if they want to avoid big issues. 15-4, meanwhile, Medvedev really played a poor game here. It has to be said. And 2 break points for Alcaraz. But very well played from Medvedev here. Forced Carlos to hit this backhand around 3 meters behind the baseline. Then it was really difficult. There's the second one. Second serve. Oh, that mistake was avoidable. Let's say like this. He tried to go all in with the forehand, but yeah, missed it mid net. And then a forehand mistake. advantage Medvedev after having saved 2 break points. But here Alcaraz played well, stayed aggressive, forced Medvedev to miss the passing shot, and still to deuce. So this is officially the longest game of the match so far. That's very good. He really played very, very well in this case with the cross-court backhand. Medvedev, who has now another chance to hold his serve. And he holds after saving 2 break points, which could have been, yeah, a deciding factor. But he is still well alive. Here we have the DJ they are showing us, which in Italy has, he's making people talk a lot. Some people likes the DJ, playing, entertaining the crowd. Yeah, honestly, I like him too. I don't know if maybe because I'm from a younger generation. For example, there's Adriano Panatta, who is commenting all the matches for the national TV here in Italy, which really doesn't like the DJ and all this music. So yeah, but there's actually a lot of passion here for this tournament, especially this year with the Sinner story. Given the fact that he's also in great form, he has shown in the past months that he has been able to beat all the main rivals. So people are really passionate about him and his campaign at this tournament. Every match is watched by over 3 million people here, which is quite a huge number. Only the Wimbledon final 2021 between Djokovic and Berrettini had more in Italy, but of course it was the Wimbledon final. A long rally and Medvedev misses the forehand. It may be a risk to mistake a little bit more if you want to stay more aggressive, but I think that he should still try to do it if he wants to turn things around. That forehand goes long, so 30 love. And for a love, yeah, basically for the final standing of this group, this set will be will be very important, because if Medvedev is able to force a third set, then it will also depend on the result of tonight's match between Zverev and Rublev. Who will win this set? Difficult question. I may think. I have the feeling that Alcaraz is going to win in straight sets today. I've had this feeling so far. It's not the same kind of match we have seen when Alcaraz won in Indian Wells or Wimbledon. But still, I think that he's going for it a little bit more. Medvedev he's playing a nice match, nothing really bad, but yeah, probably he's also lacking a little bit of the killer instinct at times. Alcaraz really motivated to play well in important moments. So if I have to make a prediction as things stands now, I would go for a straight sets win for Alcaraz. And it's out. I thought that this lob would land on court, but no. So 3 love, this may be quite a comfortable hold for Medvedev. Let's see. And 40 love with a very good serve. Ace. Yeah, that was probably lacking a little bit in Medvedev today. A bit of an easy job with his serve. He holds the love and goes up 3-2. Yeah, we are in the exact same situation when in the first set I thought that the 6th game could have been an important one, and actually it was the 7th. Yeah, but overall, considering also how Alcaraz was coming into this tournament, considering form, and yeah, let's say lack of big wins in the past months, but I would say that the showing we have seen so far, it's been pretty encouraging. Lost a very tight battle against Zverev. Yeah, could have done a bit better that day, but Zverev can play very well in these conditions. He has already won the tournament in Turin in 2021. Time still can do a bit better, probably with a forehand. A couple of avoidable mistakes here and there, but overall it seems like the level has grown, comparing it to the past weeks. We have also to consider that this is a tournament which has no easy matches, considering you are facing the very best players of the season. And especially in this, that Zverev could have been a very strong candidate to make it through, and he has been one since he was very, very close to win also the first set against Medvedev, and then things could have been way different. yeah, as you are reading in the comments, my advice is to like, to subscribe, and also to help the channel to grow, since it's doing, especially John, but all who's contributing is doing his part to help this one growing. And if you like it, I think that it would be a great idea. Thanks. Thanks for the advice. It's been a successful week for me. I wish the round robin never ends. Yeah, I've not really talked about this game, but Alcaraz seems just holding it quite easily. Lob, which is out for a 15. Yes, exactly. I will try that. But maybe with 128 players, it would be too much even for me. Yeah, I understand why, let's call every fan base doesn't really, like the round robin, because it can, be, your player can be more lucky, can be unluckier, but my philosophy is that it's just part of the game. Everyone knows how this works, and one year you can be a bit lucky, one year you may have to work a little bit more. So meanwhile, Medvedev, it's an amazing return. Yeah, I agree also with that. A second chance, it feels okay. And at the third chance, Alcaraz holds, starting with a 40 love lead, but then that great return Medvedev found could have, caused different scenarios in this game. But yeah, staying aggressive is really helping him. Yeah, I repeat, I agree, by the way, with the fact that you have the base 8 players, and it's fine for me to have a second chance, also because, let's be honest, each of the 8 players have on their own racket the chance to qualify and to win the tournament, considering how the rules work. So when you don't qualify, it's never just because you have been unlucky, but for sure also because you have missed some opportunities yourself. A double fault for Medvedev, 15-all. In the first set, the 7th game has been the crucial one, since Alcaraz broke in that one. Here things not going like in the first set, though, because Medvedev is now up 30-15, serving well. And 40-15, he's starting serving a bit better. Yeah, so basically after that double fault, Medvedev never had to play a single rally, 3 first serves and 3 points. 4 games to 3. we are getting into the spicy moments of the set. This time I really have the feeling that first or second place, yeah, changes. Of course, having to avoid Novak can be a good possibility, but still, it's not like in other years in which there was really a huge difference, maybe between the first of the second place. Still, for both groups, there's the certainty that regardless, you have to have in front of you a really, really difficult and tricky opponents. And we're back on court. Alcaraz serving down 4-3. A good return from Medvedev, and Alcaraz doesn't manage to properly do this volley, which goes out. Love 15. This could be an important point. Oh, could have done better with this forehand, Medvedev. $15-all. My feeling is that the quality has dropped a little bit comparing to the first set. I don't know. I have the feeling both are first set were playing better. Another miss, this time from Alcaraz, 15-30. A potential chance here for the world number 3. A good serve, but oh, this forehand is on court. Ooh, well done. Yeah, maybe I should say, I should say more that the level has dropped, because this has been really, really, really a good rally. Alcaraz closing it with after an amazing defense from Medvedev, actually, because from that position, being able to play such, to make your opponent play such a difficult and tricky volley is great. But Alcaraz managed to do that. 30-all. Second serve now. Good job. Stayed aggressive with the forehand. And this approach paid off. 40-30. It's the 7th volley winner of his match. And a good serve, and he screams, "Vamos!" Actually, very loud. Well, of course, I mean, it's a very, very important match for him. But yeah, this really, underlines how big of a moment this game was. And drop shot is good, but yeah, Medvedev challenges this. My opinion is that his shot went long, but let's see. Yeah, right. That one is not a surprise at all. Yeah, it's out. So love 15. I mean, Alcaraz tends to already is Alcaraz a kind of player who tends to come to the volley, to the net quite often, and also against Medvedev at times, you can really be pushed to do it also. So it's really not a surprise. And 15-30. This time it's Carlos who has a slight chance. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Try the serve and volley, but incredibly missed by that much the dry volley, Medvedev. So a couple of break points, which can really be, let's see, a good return. And Medvedev is able to save himself with that forehand. Then Alcaraz misses the backhand. 30-40. Second break point. And there is a second serve also. Double fault. He challenges the call, but it's long, definitely. I have few doubts about this one. Yeah. So 6-4, 5-4, and after the changeover, Alcaraz will serve to win the red group of the ATP finals. I'm reading everywhere people debating about who's better to face, who's better to avoid in the semifinals. Yeah, this year felt really a pretty strong ATP finals lineup because there were players in really great form, like Sinner himself. There was Zverev, which we shouldn't underestimate on this fast court in Turin. Of course, the best players in the world, right, like Djokovic, Alcaraz, Medvedev, who is also a hard court master. So yeah. And then we are also very close to have the top 4 ranked players in in the semifinals, as me and John in the preview had had suggested. I had the feeling before the tournament that the seeding was quite accurate this time, underlining the chances of all the players. Let's see if Alcaraz serves this out. Oh, he didn't hit well this forehand, but he stayed in, and Medvedev went out of rhythm. In fact, he says sorry, even if probably he's not that sorry that happened. But 15 love. Sorry, love. He's 2 points away from winning the match. That's a well-played point. Let's say by both, because the Medvedev's return was really good, and Alcaraz wins it. Yeah, I had a bit of a feeling that despite Alcaraz playing a good match, Medvedev was not that spot on today. At times, yes. Other times he could have been a little bit more present, also, a little bit more aggressive. And that's it. 6-4. 6-4. The semi-final lineup is set because Medvedev was already qualified. Alcaraz qualified as first in the group. So we have the semi-finals, which will be Yannick Sinner against Daniil Medvedev and Carlos Alcaraz against Novak Djokovic. So I think that we are going to watch some very, very good tennis on tomorrow. And that also means that tonight's match between Zverev and Rublev is not counting in terms of, in terms of who qualifies to the semifinals. So, yeah, I mean, a good performance from Alcaraz that, after losing to Zverev in the first match, has been not easy for him to turning things around in the group, also because he felt also the pressure of not being in a very exciting moment of the season for him. But yeah, a very, very good display to win in straight sets in both his next two matches. And now, yeah, we're going to see a very good semifinal. It's only the fourth time that all the top four players qualify. The fourth time in, since 1983. I think it was the first edition. I don't know. I was reading a tweet before. That's why I'm not that sure, because it's not my own my own work. Alcaraz trying to semis, and what else? That's Cristiano Ronaldo, probably. Yeah, overall, I think that Oh, thanks. Thanks for this comment. I'm really grateful for reading that. Um, yeah, may I want to give a prediction for the semifinals? um, well, I'm going with, I don't know if it may be a little bit bold, but Sinner told he's okay. By the way, because he told that it was not something regarding the physical effort, but he hit somewhere and he felt pain for around 20-30 minutes yesterday. So he should be fine to play at the highest possible level, maybe tomorrow. Well, I'm going with Sinner Alcaraz final. I don't know why. I have this. I'm trying to go with that. I agree in saying that given what we have seen, Sinner should maybe be a slight favoring against Medvedev and Djokovic slight favor against Alcaraz because, also the experience on playing on this kind of courts and everything. But I haven't really seen Djokovic at 110% as I saw him in the past let's say 11 months of the year. So there's room for and also let's say that he needs to be 100% too if he wants to beat Alcaraz. So I see that I may think that let's say that I'm going with Sinner because I really have this feeling that this is, I don't want to say he's weak in terms of winning the title, but he's weak in terms, of the tennis level, the ability also of, feeding himself from the energy he has on the crowd, all this form he got lately. He may, beat Medvedev again, in my opinion, if he does things as um, he did in the past, in the past days of the week. And I would like to say Alcaraz, not would like in terms of the results, but I'm thinking about that. I think that Alcaraz can, let's say that maybe um, Alcaraz can be driven by as a little bit more motivation. Not that Djokovic is not going to be motivated because it wouldn't be Djokovic, but there's be that slightest difference that in clutch situation or if it happens a deciding set tiebreak. It may happen that Alcaraz can be a little more driven by really going to give it all to try to end this season in a good way. So I will try with that. I don't know if this may be it. I'm really happy to have been here commenting this match. We are going to, that's my prediction. Don't come for me please. But been super happy and honestly excited for tomorrow's semifinals, which sure are going to be very interesting to watch. So thanks everyone. I repeat, everyone should, if you like, comment, like, subscribe, let the channel grow to have even more content. And that's it for me. I really wish a nice day or evening or night. It may depend, and see you very soon. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win, 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 win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
Ready? Play.
Emma Raducanu has given an interview with the BBC where she's outlined her plans to return from injury, when that will be. She's also explained what she's been up to whilst away, and she's been watching much tennis. She's also got an answer for the critics, of which, some are on social media, but also, of course, many within the media. And she's also explained which is the slam that she would most like to win. What is her ultimate dream in tennis? So as I say, the interview was given to BBC London earlier on today, where she outlined her plans to return to next season, and also how she would one day love to win Wimbledon. So she will make her return to tennis next season after struggling with injuries mainly since May. She obviously had injuries since then, but she hasn't played since May. She withdrew from the Madrid Open, I think on the eve of the tournament, to basically have some operations. She's missed 3 of the 4 Grand Slams. She did play in Australia, where she lost to Coco Gauff. And of course, just a couple of days ago, she dropped out of the world's top 200 and did confirm in this interview with BBC London that she will not be returning to the tour until next year. Britain didn't make the Billie Jean King Cup finals, which will take place in Seville in the south of Spain in November. Also, she has no hope of making the WTA finals, also in November. So she confirmed that next season will be her return to tennis. 20-year-old also said that the slams are obviously finished now, but it has been difficult to watch them go by. She was just said, "I want to stay in my lane as much as possible and keep focused on my recovery," were her exact words. The 20-year-old has been hampered though by injuries since winning that US Open title in 2021, when remarkably she managed to qualify and go all the way to the title without dropping a set in New York. She also made British #1 at one point as a result, but has not gone beyond the second round of any Grand Slam since that mesmeric, incredible run 2 years ago, when she became the first British woman in 44 years to win a major singles title since Virginia Wade. She was also asked about how she deals with criticism, and Raducanu had this to say: "The fact they are still talking about me, even though I'm not at these events, is just a compliment. Someone told me once, for example, 'Worry when they're not talking about you,'" she added. Raducanu has, of course, returned to the practice court. We did see some glimpses of her playing some short tennis in August, for example, the first time since she underwent surgery earlier on this year. And in fact, she only did play 10 matches in the first 5 months of the year. She said she does hope to return to better form and fulfill her Wimbledon dreams. "Wimbledon is the dream," she said, "and always has been growing up." Of course, she's from the UK, so it makes sense. She said, "It's the ultimate dream to win Wimbledon." Back in May, she seemed to undergo 3 successful surgeries. She said that she underwent the surgeries on both of her wrists and her ankle in a letter posted on social media. In fact, she said at the time, "It's safe to say the last 10 months, so that would have been the summer of 2022 until these surgeries in May of this year, have been difficult as I dealt with a recurring injury on a bone of both hands," she said at the time. She said she tried to manage the pain and play through it for most of the year, but in the end, it was just getting too much. She was missing so much of training as well as certain tournaments anyway, that for her it made sense to go ahead with these procedures. Well, now she has confirmed that she'll be back. I would imagine, therefore, for the Australian swing, maybe United Cup, end of December, beginning of January, perhaps, for the 250 in New Zealand or elsewhere. And then, of course, the Australian Open. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.